Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and tech channel ATC. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can use this ESP32 board to connect it to Arduino cloud, and I'm going to be creating a simple project of turning on and turning off this LED by clicking a button on the Arduino cloud remote app. So let's get started. So here are the things you require. So first of all, you require a development board either of ESP32 or ESP8266. So here is I'm using ESP32. So except selecting your board, all the processors are same. So you can watch this video for any compatible dev board for Arduino Cloud. Next you need LED, this LED. So you also need a resistor because this LED can handle most of the current. I'm not using a resistor. Then you need a breadboard, two male-to-male jumper wires, and a cable depending on your microcontroller. So this microcontroller uses a USB type C port, as you can see here, and that's why I'm using a USB type C cable. And now let's get to the circuit wiring. So first we'll take our breadboard. Then I'll take my this ESP32 board. It also has this OLED screen, so you can also display some information on it. Now let me just get started by putting it on to the breadboard. So sorry guys for the inconvenience. So I've just discovered that this board is not breadboard friendly, so I was having this extra breadboard. So you can't use just one breadboard for this board. You need to use two breadboards, or you need to solder it. So now let me put one end to one breadboard and the second end to the second breadboard. So if you guys have any more good solutions, let me know down in the comments. And there we go. So it's actually cool because you can hook up some of more extra components. You have more extra space. Then let me just take my USB-C cable. I'm using a normal USB-C cable. You don't need any special cable. Now make sure it has data transferring also, not just power. Now let me just plug this in to my board, and there we go. Let me just plug it the other end to my computer. So I've just plugged into my computer. As you can see, here is a light lighting up. Now let me take my LED. So this LED, all LEDs have a long and a short lead. So the short lead is the negative and the long lead is the positive terminal of the LED. So as you can see, here is the positive lead, and I'm putting it this side, and the negative lead will be this side. This side is the negative and this side of the LED is positive. Now let me grab one of the male-to-male jumper wires. Let me just put the negative jumper wire into the ground pinned in the board, development board, and the another one, the positive of the LED. For checking, I'll put it to, for example, 3.3 volt. As you can see, LED lights up. Okay, let me just try that again. Okay, as you can see, it lights up. Now let me just remove the jumper wire from 3.3 volts, and let me attach it to, for example, pin number 36. So as you can see, it's attached to pin number 36 of my development board. You can attach it to any pin for that matter. And now let me show you my screen, and let's get started on the coding part. So here is my screen. The thing you need is just Arduino create agent. As you can see here, I'm having the agent version 1.2.6 and a web browser. So I'm using Google Chrome because it has the compatibility of connecting serial devices. Now let me just go to cloud.arduino.cc. Now let me just click on get started and go to my Arduino cloud, IoT cloud, and as you can see, I've in things I've already created a thing called LED. Let me just delete that thing and let me just show you from the starting. So when you log in, you should see here create your first thing, and in the dashboards, if you go here, dashboards, devices, and integrations tab. So in the devices tab, so right now I've connected the TTGO this board and tested out some of the features of Arduino Cloud. Then we are having integrations and templates. So templates are getting started guides with Arduino Cloud. So it's about their own, I think it's called the OPLA kit, IoT kit. If I'm pronouncing wrong, sorry. Then now let's go back to the things. This is our main tab to create our projects. So in Arduino Cloud, we refer to project known as things. Now let me just create a thing, and after you click on that button, here you'll be having a thing created. Now let me just name my thing LED, and that's it. Now here we are having setup, sketch, and metadata. So setup is the area where you set up your your cloud platform or your IoT device. For example, like you can add your board. So let me just add it. So here on setting up the device, you have two options. If you have an Arduino board such as RP2040 Connect, you can just select Arduino, or if you have a third-party device as I, just click on it and select your board type. So I'm having an ESP32 board, and it's a TTGO. It's a TTGO, this one. So this is my board right here. Let me just click on continue, and let me just give it a name. And then we are having our two keys, device ID and secret key. So these are truly confidential if you're using it on a daily purposes. So let me just download a PDF of it and open it. So Arduino Cloud gives you this PDF where you can see your device ID and your secret key. So I've saved my device and ID. Tick this button and click on continue. So then just click on done, and here is our device. Then here we are having the option to put our network. So let me just click on configure, and here it's asking for a Wi-Fi name and password. I'm not going to fill in this video, so I'm just going to be showing you the secret key. So what you need to do is go to the PDF, select the secret key, copy and paste it in this text box field, and you should put your Wi-Fi name and password right here. Then click on the save button. I'll just do that, and let's continue on. So after you click on the save button, as you can see here, we are having our Wi-Fi credentials, and now we can proceed to create our own variables. So variables are just things. For example, I have attached an LED to my ESP32 board, so I'm going to be creating a variable for that LED here. So let me just give it a name of an LED and select the variable type. So let me just call it variable type is light. And as you can see here, declaration cloud light LED. So now you can give it a variable permission, read and write, and read only. So read only permission is for example output devices, sorry, input devices. So for example sensor, humidity sensor, so you can read those values, and read and write of are for example this LED. So this is an output device, you can write to it on or off. Then we are having variable update policy, so it's on change or periodically. So on change means whenever you click, for example we are going to be creating a button, whenever you click on that button, so it will automatically make changes to the LED. Or periodically means it will be checking, like for if I write for example 5, so if it will be checking every 5 seconds if the button has been clicked or not. So let me just leave it on change. Then let me click on add variable, and there we go. So after you make your variable, your sketch will automatically optimize itself. As you can see here, we are having in the comment cloud light LED, it has been declared, and then here is the code. So they'll make you a function called on LED change. So let me just add a code right there. So here, as you can see, it's not the exact thing. So I've named it capital L, capital E, capital D. But in the variable, in the declaration, here the L is small and the ED is capital. So you should make a note of that before writing any further code. Now let me just write if. So as you can see, I'm writing if small LED. So I'm using that variable, to control the LED, and if LED equals to 1, then I'll do okay. So let me just declare the pin layer. So here I'll write pin mode. So I've attached the LED to pin number 36. So I'll write 36 comma output. Then I will put this thing here, and then I can go into the if statement and write digital write 36 comma high. Now let me just close that, and if I write else, if you don't need to write if LED equals to 0, you can just write else. If I write digital write 36 comma low, and there we go. So this is the simple code. So if I press the button onto the app in the app, so this value will become this variable value will become 1, and if I then there is this else statement. So if the value is 1, it will turn on that LED. If the value is, for example, 0, or even the value is 2, it will turn off that LED. Now before uploading it, so as you can see here, I've got a select box. So here I'm getting this, it can detect the device because I'm having this create agent installed. So let me just quit it for now, and as you can see, it says no associate device found. So, and as you can see, I'm having this notification to upload a sketch via USB port. Make sure make sure that the create agent is installed. So if you click on this learn more tab and click on the download button, as you can see, it's downloading it. So let me just save it. It will automatically download according to operating system. So you can just install it. I've already installed, so I'm not gonna to be installing it. So what this does it, so create agent, let me just open it again, Arduino create agent. So what it does is it allows it allows to communicate this web page with the serial devices. So for example, if I pause the agent, as you can see, it says no associate devices found. If I resume the agent, as you can see, it will give me a select box. Let me just reload the page. Okay, so in the sketch, so as you can see, it gives me a select box, and let me select my pod there, and as you can see, it gives me to verify an upload button. So before uploading or verifying the sketch, let me just go back to let me just go to dashboards, and here just click on build dashboard. So dashboards allow you to build a GUI or graphical user interface in order to control your IoT things. So let me just go into this edit view, and let me just name the dashboard as LED settings. So now let me just go to the add button, and I can add it. So it's push button slider. So there are so many widgets. So for example, there is this LED widget. Let me just grab that, and I can, as you can see here is a button called link variable. So that's how we create variable. You can create a variable, attach it to a specific widget, and then that widget will act, that variable will act like it's a physical thing, and you can program the Arduino as before. You don't need to learn anything new or old, so that's great. So I'm not going to be using this LED variable. Let me just delete it. I'm going to be using this push button variable. So let me just click on link variable. I'll select my project, which is, I'll select my thing, which is LED, and I'll select the variable LED, and I'll click on link variable, and the variable will be linked. So let me name it LED. Okay, LED, and there we go. Let me click on done, and let me just go to the moving area, and let me just place it like kind of in center, and let me just make it little bit big. Okay, there we go. Let me click on done, and here is our awesome push button. Now let me just go back to my things, LED, sketch, and now I can upload it. Make sure you have the right device selected, and just click on the upload button. So here only it will verify the sketch and upload, so you don't need to have any Arduino IDE or anything like board manager or library manager, because it's implemented here. So if you want more functionality, you can just click on this button, open full editor. So it will open it in the full Arduino cloud editor. So here, unlike your real physical, if you install it in your physical machine, you will be having a little bit more storage, but in Arduino cloud you are having just 100 MB of storage, which is a lot. You can just write 1000 sketches, and you are also having limitation on compilations, and as you can see here are the sketches. You're also having built-in examples, or from examples from different libraries. And if you install Arduino IDE on your computer, you need to go to the library manager, then install that library. It's not like this. You just go to library tab, select a library, and just click on include. That's it. So as you can see, let me just click on include here, and it will just include it. So I don't need this. So you don't need to install it because it's already implemented all into this online editor. So great. Now let's go back, and as you can see, it has successfully uploaded the sketch. Let's go back to our dashboard and test that thing. So let me just press. Okay, nothing's happening. Let me just go back to the full editor. And let me open the serial monitor. So serial monitor, you can just check the thing whether it has been connected or not. So let me just press the reset button here. Okay, as you can see, retrying it. As you can see, it says connected to Act 115, and after it connected, okay, thing ID. So it has successfully now connected to Arduino cloud. Now let me just go back to dashboard, LED settings, and let's just keep just an eye for in the serial monitor if anything will happen. And let me just check it out. Nothing's happening. I think there's some error here. So here nothing is working out, so let's now troubleshoot this problem, so it's more fun. As you can see, it says the device is online here, so I think I'm having some connection problem here. So let me just retest that. Let me just go to sketch, and let me just type down serial.println println. Let me just type on. Sorry for that. Oh, and let me just copy and paste this line on the else statement, and let me just type it as off. And now let me just verify and upload it to the board. So let me just open the full editor so we can edit our code. As you can see, okay, as you can see, it's opened. So here also you are having serial monitor option, and it's still verifying the code because it's a 63, okay, 65 lines of code, but in the back end there are so many files, it needs to verify them all, then it will be uploading it to the board. So it's actually using some server in the Arduino. So here you can also check your notifications, and as you can see, it's still in upload started. And okay, 54 and then 100%. Now after it's upload, let me just, okay, now let me just, as you can see, it says uploaded. Okay, let me just see if serial monitor opens. Okay, where is our serial monitor? Okay, here is it. So it says off right here. And if I go back to the Arduino dashboard, where is it? The dashboard. Okay, here is our dashboard, and now, okay, it says on, off, on, off. So I think there's some problem in the connection. Okay. So I think there's some problem in the connection. Okay, let me just connect it to pin number 12. So now I've connected to the pin number 12. Now let me just go back to my things. I'll open the dashboard in the new tab. Okay, so here let me just change the pin number to 12, even here to 12, and even here to 12. And let me just select my board and click on upload. As you can see, it says upload started, and now it's uploading it to the ESP32 board. And if you see, I've changed the wiring a little bit. Now I have attached it to the pin number 12 of the dev board. So it's kind of become how to even troubleshoot a problem. As you can see, it says 100%. And let's go back to the serial monitor. Let's see what it says. So okay, it says connected to Arduino IoT cloud. Okay, it says off right now. Let me just go back to the dashboard and let's check it out. Oh yeah, it now works. So let me just show you the video capture in this present screen. So here, as you can see, here is our board. Let me just do it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. So here is our board, and here is our push button, and if I press on the button, and there we go, it turns on. So it's not receiving the signal from this cable, it's receiving it through the Wi-Fi. So finally we have made it to work. As you can see, I have released the button. Now let's try some different widget here. Let me just try, for example, a switch, link variable, LED, link variable. Let me just name it LED. Okay, let me just click on done. So now we are having two types. So we are having a push button and a slider switch. Now let me just click on done, and now, so as you can see, it says on but it's off. So okay, as you can see, now it has synchronized with the board and it says off. If I click on, okay, as you can see, it says okay. So as you can see, on, and the push button has pushed itself backwards. So if I click on, oops, I don't know what's happening. It's glitching a little bit because I'm having these two buttons. Let me just delete one widget, and now it should work. On, there we go, on, off, there we go, off. So yeah, here is our first IoT device with Arduino clouds. How cool is that? So I'll be posting more and more videos about Arduino cloud using like different sensors and different things. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.